Our next two guests are legit stars on ETV, doctors who do it full time who have found great success on their show Botched. But Dr. Dubrow and Dr. Nassif join us right now, and congratulations on the hit show you have, but you're here to announce a brand new show called Botched by Nature?
Yeah, Botched by Nature, which is much different than Botched, where we're fixing patients that have had, previous bad plastic surgery. We're going on the road, and these patients have either were born with a congenital deformity or had a traumatic event in their life. And it's something, one, you're going to see a bromance, which has been brewing so far for 18 years. We've known each other for a long time. So you get to see some fun while we're in even the smallest town in the country with maybe 118 people in that town versus going to some of the bigger cities. And so you're going to see that. In addition, we immerse ourselves into our patients' lives when you go to their home and you're actually with their family, with their peers, and we're really finding out how this congenital deformity, if you want to, if it was one of these issues, how it's affected their life. Traumatized, were they bullied? How's it affected their children? And we sit there and we see and evaluate, is it worth trying to help these patients in regards to the risks associated with the surgery? How will it affect their life? How will it affect their equilibrium when they put themselves in a cocoon almost for so many years of having this deformity? And then after we really see, can we help them? They come back to Orange County or Los Angeles, and we, operate on them and hopefully help them. And this is a show that is, you're holding back tears all the time. At the same point, you're happy with the patient. It's a combination of joy, tears, it's everything. So this is something that we are so lucky to be involved with because we're doing procedures that if we did not have 3 seasons of Botched, where we're doing these extremely difficult cases, there's no way in the world that we could have helped these patients because these procedures are not in textbooks.
And doctors, why has this new show been so challenging for you? Is it the psychology that goes behind these patients being surprised that you're going to work with them?
No, they know we're coming. I mean, they've applied for the program. We have filtered them out to make sure that we potentially can help them. But before determining whether it's worth the risk, we really have to go see them and make sure that if we upset their equilibrium, these people born with congenital deformities design a life around their deformity to, in many ways, to minimize exposure to strangers and so on. And so if we come to their door and offer them hope, we ought to make sure that they're good candidates for it psychologically and anatomically.
And doctors, I'm happy to report to our viewing audience, because we're home based in Atlanta, but we air around the country, that one of your patients for this season is from Atlanta. Can you tell us more about her?
And you're going to see her. This is a young lady who had a venous malformation, which basically is a very large, benign tumor on her face. And she was bullied and teased all her life. And this is a young lady who thought that she could not get help, that there wasn't an ability out there to help her. And this is probably one of the hardest procedures I've ever done in my career. And she is a very lovely girl and her whole entire family, and that's going to be an incredible episode. In addition, you're going to see someone on the show that lives in Atlanta that was on Botched. So we had a fantastic time in Atlanta. Plus, we had some good food.
Well, doctors, we're certainly glad you made Atlanta one of your stops, and I know you're making a difference through this brand new show. But tell us about your unique partnership with E that seems to be working so well.
E has been absolutely fantastic. E has really given us reign to practice medicine in a very liberal, precise, scientifically based way. And although we realize this is a television program and there is an entertainment component, it's really all about just telling the story, displaying the experience, and hopefully helping these people. Because at the end of the day, it's the practice of medicine. We put these people at significant risk. We put ourselves at significant risk because they have such extreme deformities that are hard to fix. And they just basically show the story. So E's been absolutely fantastic.
Well, you certainly are doing a great job. We're excited that you're on E, a channel we all get and love. Thank you so much for being with us and for making a real difference in people's lives. Thank you, doctors.
Thanks, Con.
Thanks, Con.
Bye, Con.